Today we're making eggplant with garlic sauce. Today we're going to be making a vegetable dish called eggplant with garlic sauce. I used to buy this a lot when they used to sell it in Panda Express. Unfortunately, I guess it's not selling well, so they stopped serving it. So I'm going to show you my version today. My version is steamed, so it's not as greasy as the usual ones compared to the pan-fried ones. So we're going to steam the eggplant first before mixing it with the sauce. So here are the ingredients for our dish. We're going to need 2 Chinese eggplants. We're going to cut them into wedges at about 2-inch length. 1 red bell pepper, we're going to cut into chunks. Half a cup or 1 cup of mushroom. You can use any type of mushroom you want. I highly prefer shiitake for this, but I don't have any at the moment, so I'm just going to use whatever mushroom I have in stock. We're going to need 6 cloves of garlic minced, 1 thumb of ginger thinly sliced, about 2 pieces of red chilies. You can use as much or as little as you want depending on how spicy you prefer, and half an onion minced. For the sauce, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of regular soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine, about 4 tablespoons of water, and at the end we're going to add in about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Also optional, you can add in cornstarch slurry at the end if you want your sauce thick. We're going to start with our eggplants. So as you notice, we're using Asian or Chinese eggplant. You can also use American eggplants, which is the larger round ones, not rounder ones, the larger ones. Just make sure you cut them small enough so that they'll cook quickly. So first thing you do is we're going to wash your eggplants. Remove the stems. Then cut it on about 2-inch length. Then at this point, cut them into wedges. So just like that. Then as you're cutting those into wedges, make sure you put oil in your steamer basket and put them in face up, skin side down. So we're going to do it for the rest of our eggplants. Another quick way of doing it also is cut it in half and cannot just keep them standing up like that so it's easier to cut. It's much quicker. Now, if you're up to the thin parts, just make sure you just don't cut it too small. Make sure try to keep each pieces like the same size. So this one we're not gonna cut into 6 pieces. So we're just gonna cut it in 4 instead. See, so they're pretty much the same size. And since this is very thin, I would just cut it in half. So we finished cutting our eggplants, and now we're gonna steam them for about 10 to 15 minutes until soft. You want it partially cooked, not completely soft, because we're still gonna be pan frying it at the end. Now we have our water boiling. We're gonna put our eggplant in. So we're gonna cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes until semi-soft. As we're steaming our eggplant, I prep the rest of our ingredients. Try to keep them as small as possible. And for the ginger, I did not mince it. I usually finely mince this, but I like the flavor of the ginger, but I don't like biting into it. So what I did is, I just thinly slice it. So when I'm eating it, I can see it and remove it from a dish. But this is optional. If you like eating ginger, you can finely mince it, just like the garlic. So you don't have to worry about it being a big chunk. All right, let's check on our eggplant. Be very careful because these are very hot. See, they're nice and soft, but not completely like soggy or overcooked. So this is perfect. We're gonna remove it and set it aside. Now we're gonna make our sauce. For our sauce, we're gonna start with 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. For those that don't know, Shaoxing is commonly used in Chinese recipes or Chinese cuisine. You can easily find this in Asian market. And about 4 tablespoons of water. 2, 3, 4. Now stir until well cooked. Now stir everything together. Now set it aside. We're going to start off by setting our heat to medium-high. Okay, once our wok is hot, we're going to add in some oil and start sauteing our onions and garlic. Then you can add in your ginger and your chilies. Again, that chilies, it's up to you on how much chili you want to add in. If you don't want it spicy, you can just ignore that chili and not add anything in. Now we're going to add in our mushrooms. We're gonna add in also our white part of the green onion. And our bell pepper. Now we're going to add in our eggplants. And we're going to add in our sauce. This should not take long, especially the eggplant's already cooked. Now we're going to add in our green onions. And then our sesame oil. It's very important to add the sesame oil at the end, because if you add it in the beginning, it's going to get bitter. The dish is going to get bitter. So that's it. Turn off our heat. You notice that we didn't put any seasoning on it, because the seasoning is all relying on that sauce that we added in. So try it out. Taste it. It's really good. So there's our dish. Let's just plate it up. Here's our finished dish, eggplant with garlic sauce. You can also add protein on this if you prefer. You can probably use ground beef or ground pork. This is good if you just want a little break from the meat and have some vegetable for a change. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.